Here's looking at you, kid. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's Untethered Live, feet style. What's happening, everybody? It's Tuesday night. I'm here. Why, you might ask? I will fork for wood.
Fix your third.
I'm working on it. Hello.
Hello. I just didn't think acting foolery with that up there needed to be there. Howdy, kids. Untethered Live family.
Welcome to the show, everybody. What's going on? I'm bored. What are you guys up to? Kevin is first in chat. You get a gold star. Kevin says, hello, Jake and Amanda. Nice to see you, my friend. How are you? Debbie's right behind him with a what in the alternate universe is going on here? It's December, and I have nothing else to do but love you. So here I am. What are you doing? Kevin says, hello, Debbie. Debbie says, hello, Kevin. Judy says, you really on tonight? No, this is a figment of your imagination.
No, then we weren't. We are now.
By the way, say hi to Amanda.
Howdy, y'all. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I hope everybody's staying warm and dry and careful in the snow. Who has snow?
Snow?
I know quite a few of you woke up to a couple inches of snow this morning.
It's been raining all day here.
Yeah.
See, look outside the window.
I know. Okay, it's been raining at a few of our places' houses, but some of them's getting snow too.
I'm dreaming of a soggy Christmas with all the water falling down. How about that? Judy says, hey, Kevin and Debbie, and Jake and Amanda, and Billy Bob and John Boy. Kevin says, hello, Judy. John, big nugget. What's up, buddy? John says, evening, you wonderful people. How is everybody? I was just sitting around talking with Amanda, and I thought, we're just going to take a nap, or we could go hang out with all our cool friends. Here we are, hanging out with all our cool friends. What are you up to? Judy says, hey, John. And oh, so sweet. Very nice. How'd you like my hat? I have to recover from that. I'm going to be down for 3 days because of that stunt.
Getting your feet up on the desk.
I don't have a stunt double. That was all me. I did that.
He can't get his feet up that high.
And John says, I had beans on toast today with cheese on top grilled.
Is that what you posted a picture of today?
That's very British, John. Very British.
And Kevin, here's your gold star.
Gold star for Kevin.
Hi, Kevin, Debbie, Judy, and Nugget. And hi, Untethered Live family. Good to see you all. Hi, Jake. How are you tonight?
Hi. How are you? Nice to see you.
Hi. Hello.
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 You forgot all the hieroglyphics.
Heart, smiley face, exclamation heart.
Heart exclamation point.
Exclamation heart.
That's a heart exclamation point.
Same difference.
Mm-mm. Kevin says, hello, John. And what made Jake come on tonight? I'm lonely.
Don't lie. He missed Debbie.
I miss you all. Debbie says, Kevin, I think Jake just missed me. You nailed it. You nailed it. That's why I'm here.
He gave up cuddling just to come play with y'all.
Kevin says, we'll see if he comes out barefooted. Oh, I did one better. I came out feet in the air with a hat on. I made some puppet show stuff. I made it look like somebody you know. You should see what I can do with other things. Like my hands.
I plead the fifth. Speaking last time we discussed that, and I made a comment. It happened.
Ain't no sunshine when it's gone.
About died. Fell off the bed laughing.
Oh, yeah? What was this?
When you come running around the corner.
Oh, bye.
But booty naked hollering, fabulous.
Debbie says, ooh, I hope so, Kevin. Well, your wish is my command. I hope it was worth it. Maybe it'll peek around the corner again if I can survive it. And John says, hi, Kevin. Good to see you. Hi, Amanda and Jake and everyone I missed. Hey, John, how's things going in your neck of the woods? Sans the beans on toast, which probably is delicious. I don't know. I've never had it. But I can imagine it. Is it pork and beans? Or is it just like field beans? Pinto beans? What are we talking?
And damn, I need to start Pimpin him out. LOL.
Pimping.
I left the G off on purpose.
Pimpin.
It's supposed to say him out, but
Dangling participle.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm a host, so it's usually free.
Well, I mean,
Amanda says,
damn, YouTube wouldn't let me post it.
that's because they got some kind of weird restriction going on. I've noticed it a few times. Different people try to say a certain type of thing and it just won't come out. I have no control over that. It's nothing I'm doing.
Yeah, well, the sad part was it was the way that I was doing out LOL dot. It was seeing it as something else and not letting it go through.
What was it seeing it as?
I don't know, because I had to do it like that, because I did it 6 different ways before I got it to go through like that.
Wow. It must be Judy just did it. Pimping out.
Yeah, but it's all one word. It's the him out LOL thing that it wouldn't let me do.
Maybe it was mad because you assumed my pronouns.
I don't know.
How do you know I'm a him?
I sleep next to you every day.
So, science.
I've seen it. I've touched it. I've felt it. I looked at it. I mean, I know it's there.
Is that a dangling participle, or are you just happy to see me?
I mean, I don't know. I could ask you the same thing at times. It comes in the door before you do sometimes.
Hey. A good cup of coffee, thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't get much of a nap. My phone was beeping off the hook because we got this new thing, group chat. Everybody wants to be in there. It's the most exciting place on earth. Wonderful. You can find that at facebook.com/UntetheredLiveChillin'. It's a great place to hang out. The link is in the chat. And if you want to have a cup with me, go to the kitchen, pour yourself up a nice hot cup. Let's talk about something real or fake or imaginary. We can do it. We can do it all. If you don't have a cup, though, you can get one in the description below. I recommend the first one. It can... Not yet. You're early. I didn't want to say all that anyway. I lost my train of thought. So, YouTube does it all. You can super chat. You can join the channel. You can buy a t-shirt. You can everything. But if you really want to, you know, you can do that at CashApp $JakeJohnsonBand or PayPal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. I appreciate it if you do. If you do not, I understand. What else? Oh, the Facebook.com/UntetheredLiveChillin', and I'm forgetting something, and I can't remember what it is. It's probably why I'm forgetting it. Aaron, what's up, buddy? He says, somebody called Tyrone. Somebody called Tyrone through Clone Jake. Am I cloned?
They thought you were because it's Tuesday night.
I'm pretty sure it's me.
Yep,
it's me.
Hello, Aaron. LOL, Aaron.
Judy says, hey, Aaron. Kevin says, hello, Aaron. Aaron says, I am the mod formerly known as Aaron. The moderator formerly known as Aaron. Do you have a little symbol for your name? Shaped like a band hammer?
Aaron needs to go in and edit his name on YouTube and put the pickle emoji next to it.
Aaron says, I am now the pickle. Dun, 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 dun.
Sir, pickle, Aaron.
Debbie says, hello, pickle. You wearing pants? Not if he's in this club. And Judy says, snow here. Snow there. Everywhere snow. Wait, what? Snoo. That's a different thing. You got to be young to understand what that means. But I like a little snoo.
Snoop. Oh, Snoop. I thought you said
snoo.
Oh, snoo. Isn't that like a crazy place?
No, that's like blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
Snoo. You got to be a gamer to understand that language.
Oh.
I learned it from a young Asian boy.
I was thinking snood or whatever you call it.
I don't know.
That's what they call the snoo shoe, something they call the crazy people.
Kevin, yeah, I'm with you. Look out my window. It's raining here, too. Dripping on down the window panes. You can hear it. But it sounds like static, so I just say shh. Aaron says, oh, damn. My tooth got me seeing Jake on the wrong day. Is it that weird? I need wood too, you know. I will fork for wood. That's what the sign says. I am dyslexic, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said. John says, we had sunshine. It was hot. Well, you got your choice in Britain, sunshine or fog.
About 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning, it started raining here and ain't stopped since.
Yeah, it's been raining all day, like a drizzly hobo moan kind of.
42 degrees. It's that make you lazy, want to cuddle up in bed all day type of weather here.
Well, I woke up in the morning, it was drizzling rain. That song, yeah, it's that kind of rain. It's a miserable, cold, clammy rain that just, seeps right through to your soul. It makes you feel like, what's the word? Want to stay in bed.
Yeah, it makes you want to get a bowl of soup and some hot chocolate or some coffee and cuddle up in bed and watch movies all day.
Amy says it's cold here, I bet. Just playing on my computer, says Judy. I'm playing on my guitar. I saw Aaron sent me a video of a young fella that does a lot of tapping and popping and clicking. It's quite interesting. He said, "Can you do that?" I was like, "I hope not." I can do all of the elements that make that. I can do interesting hooks, and I can do harmonics. I can do slaps and pops. And I can do stuff like this. That way. I can put all that together, but it still would be not very musical, so I don't play that style. But there's a little bit of that style that lends towards bass playing, and I play bass also. So when I play bass, I can play a style called slap bass, and some of that goes with that. So it's kind of in there, but I don't really do that on the guitar. I'm more of a melody maker. But we can do something. I'll figure out something later. I'll make something up that works. And also the make your guitar sound like a bongo. I can do that too. Matter of fact, there's a video of me doing it somewhere on this channel. I'd have to find it. I don't remember exactly what video it is, but it's back there in the early days when we were doing in the studio with the whole band in the studio. And there's a video of me playing, like, using my guitar for everything but the guitar. So I have to make a clip of that and put it out. Amy says, at work, hating it. Oh, I'm sorry, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Had to get done with that and go home and get you some chocolate, hot chocolate. Amy says, wavy hand. And John says, no, that was the first one had some more.
Oh.
That was the first one had some more.
The first picture of the sandwich that he posted, probably.
Oh. I was wondering, what?
Yeah, because he posted a picture of the sandwich today.
Sorry, my chat jumped. I found it. Aaron says, yep, I got cool pants. What kind of cool pants you got, Aaron? Are they the kind with all the zippers all over them? Hey.
What are you going through over
Trying to put my guitar down. I didn't want to lean up against the wall. I got cool pants on, too. They're invisible.
Me too.
Except I have a leather chair, so every time I move, I stick. It's kind of weird.
Yummy.
I need to put, like, Vaseline on my chair, but then I just slip off of it every time I sit down.
Get up and you got 2 circle prints left on your chair?
4.
Oh, well, I meant. Yeah.
Oh, I've got big balls. Judy says, hey, Amy. Kevin says, hello, Amy. Amy says, message retracted. I can't read it if you retract it, Amy.
Debbie can't either, obviously.
Debbie says, Amy, I was reading that. Well, what did it say? I missed it.
The same thing it said underneath it that she said further down.
Yeah. Judy says, me too, Amy. And Aaron says, pimpin'. It's hard out here for a pimp. Kevin says, me too, but too slow. Too slow, can't read it. Amy says, the adult diaper bandit struck again. That sounds serious. It's just yucky. A facility member putting an adult diaper in the toilet. They wouldn't do that at home for their wives to clean up. That's probably why they go out. I'm just saying. Who is going out wearing adult diapers? That's what I want to know. Aaron says, it let me say it.
Yeah, it'll let you say the pimpin', but it won't let you say, I don't remember what I was saying, how I was trying to, him out, him out, LOL. It won't let you have them 3 together with no spaces.
I bet it will.
Or him, space, out, LOL. No, it won't.
Okay. John says, baked beans and tomato sauce like the Western cook. Baked beans like the Western cook. Oh, we do not put baked beans in tomato sauce. That's a negatory, big boss man. We use brown sugar and molasses sometimes. Baked beans and bacon.
Somebody else try it. See if it's just me, because I just tried it again. It wouldn't let me.
But baked beans on toast, that actually sounds like it might be good, like with a cup of coffee. That's probably very tasty. But not tomato sauce. That's weird. Kevin says, damn, Amy, that's nasty. Pimping him out. See, he did it.
He's got him out with no ellipsis and LOL after it. If you put him out, ... LOL with no space between the him ... and LOL, it will not post.
Okay, it did for me.
No, you have a space between the ellipsis and the LOL. It's got to be him space out ellipsis LOL, no space.
Okay. I give up. Judy says, gross, Amy.
See, it won't let you.
It did it.
No, it
look
didn't.
Look up. What's an ellipsis? That's 3 dots, ... That's a pregnant pause. An ellipsis means to pause. That's how come when I'm reading a story, I can read it with emphasis, because I know what the writer is saying by the way he uses punctuation. And sometimes there's a comma, and then you continue to talk, but sometimes there's a ellipsis. Yeah, that's right. Slips is in the pickle. It's the pickle. It's the pickle. Judy says, gross, Amy. Amy says, there's a reason why I deleted it and retyped it. I hear you. Aaron says, pimping the one-eyed dog for a bag of buns. The one-eyed dog. Roof. Linda's here. Linda says, wow, extra night 2 weeks in a row. Hi, all. Wave your hand. Yes, I'm desperate. You know how it is. Aaron says, Fancy Pants would be a cool name. Fancy Pants. Fancy Pants is a special boy. He's got a lollipop and a big toy.
He's got fabulous fancy pants.
His pants are fabulous. Debbie says, handing Pickle a bag of buns. Yeah. You guys are dirty. I like it. Judy says, hey, Linda.
Hi, Linda Hun.
I really wish I could sing for y'all. I would be singing up a storm right now. I'm in that mood. Amy says, I'm glad you got my link, Linda. Debbie says, we are in the Chinaverse. It's actually Wednesday. Chinaverse? They just call that the verse. And there you're shiny. Any brown coats? Anybody? No? Aaron says, Nintendo, good to see you. Nintendo? Did I miss one?
Linda.
Linda says, I found out on Just Us. Yes. It's already working. See? Kevin says, hello, Linda. This is a special night just for you guys. I don't care about anybody else. I'm just here for you. Aaron says, I'm behaving well. Yes, you are. You're a very good boy. You're a good boy. John says, it's Wednesday for me. So you're not missing nothing, are you, John? You're on top of it. Aaron says, I like Jake's blue notes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rachel's here. Hey, Rachel. Long time no see. How you doing? Rachel says, hi. Why are you streaming on a Tuesday? LOL. Because I'm bored and desperate and hungry and broke and, all the things.
Hi, Rachel. Ta-ta.
Or mostly because it's Christmas and I'm just trying to be giving.
Hi, Rachel. Tell Thomas we said happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Thomas. How are you doing, by the way? Why are you watching videos on a Tuesday? Aaron says, release the Kraken. It's my birthday, too, by the way, in 8 days, 7 days. Thomas and I have something in common. Amanda says, we're bored, Rachel. LOL. Yes, it's a lovely night. It's raining. There's nothing to do. Who wants to take a nap after work? Here I am. Judy says, hey, Rachel. And then my chat jumped. Hang on. Where are we at?
8:47.
8:47. I got it. Rachel says, Amanda will do heart. Judy says, oh, hey, Rachel. Oop. I thought that said cop for a minute. I had to look at that twice. Oop. Rachel says, Amanda, I understand that. LOL. Bluesy Tuesday. Yeah. It's like, I messed that up. Did you hear that? A little stormy Monday, but on Tuesday. Been a while since I played that song. Aaron says, hot chocolate. Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. Here I am.
Amy says, did you work today, Jake? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I did. I work every day. Did you work today? I sure did. We have a machine down at work, so we had to do everything by hand. Printing T-shirts by hand in the caveman days. Not fun. Been a long day. It's been a long day since I rock and rolled, yeah. Amanda says, thanks, Rachel, right? Kevin says, hello, Rachel. Rachel says, hi, everyone. Hi. Aaron says, they say sleep and have all the kinds of sharks on them, and it's a man hypnotizing them. They say sleep and have all kinds of sharks on them, and it's a man hypnotizing them. I have questions. Who are they? Why are the sharks being hypnotized? And who is the man doing the hypnotizing? And what are we talking about? Aaron says, Amy, you are loved. The end. Well, this is true, but not the end. I'm just getting warmed up. Debbie says, I think Pickle has lost his marbles. Bill Bennett, go ahead.
A pickle lost his marbles or lost his seeds?
Seeds? There's seeds in a pickle?
Yeah.
No wonder my stomach feels weird. What? Bill Bennett, what's up, buddy? He says, howdy, Untethered fam.
Hi, Bill.
Nice to see you, Bill. How are you on a Tuesday? Amanda says, hi, Bill. Amber says, good evening, friends. Hi, Amber. How are you? How you doing? Pimping him out. LOL, says Jake. Kevin says, hello, Amber. Amanda.
Hi, Amber.
Amber is pine sap that is petrified. This is something somebody did not know recently and had to be told. And now they do know. And knowing is half the battle. All right, what are we going to talk about tonight? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. How many people knew that Amber was petrified tree sap?
This guy?
Nobody asked you.
No, sorry.
You don't qualify.
I don't qualify.
Shh. Why are you playing videos? Get off your phone.
My phone just freaked out. I'm trying to shut it off. How many people knew that Amber is petrified tree sap? Anybody? Amber says, wonderful surprise tonight. Thank you, Jake. My pleasure, ma'am. This requires a little finesse. Hang on. There you go. That was on my foot earlier. Long story. Kevin says, hello, Bill. Pimping him out, LOL, says Jake. Aaron says, what's an ellipsis? ... Only 3 dots. Thou shalt not be 4 dots. Only the marking of 3 dots made. Not 2, nor 1, nor 5, but 3. Aaron says, oh, dang, Amanda, use a Jake word. Amanda used a Jake word. That's a Jake word?
Ellipsis.
Damn. Are you calling me a nerd? I think he's calling me a nerd.
Sounded like it.
Debbie says, slips his pickle.
That's what happens when you have a fallout.
Yeah, you put it back in, take shorter strokes.
Yep, you gotta stop, put it back in, take shorter strokes.
Amber says, pimp Jake. Okay, but first he says, fabulous. I can see now this is my new catchphrase. Lord have mercy, bless my soul. I'm all tucked in like a Tootsie Roll.
LOL, Aaron.
What are you hello, Aaron?
What he said above.
Oh, the Jake word?
Yes.
It's really not.
No,
Palatable. Palatable. That's a Jake word.
no,
I've used that word today.
You got bigger words than that you use.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, Lord, here he goes.
Judy says, hey, Bill. Amber says, I liked and then I Facebook shared. Heart, smiley face, invited everyone to chillax with us. Heart with mysteries. Well, if half of everybody shows up, we'll be doing something. Aaron says, wags his tail. Then my chat jumped. Hang on, I'll get back to it.
8:56.
Good gracious. It jumped a lot.
Aaron says, wags my tail, where's my treat?
There you go. You deserve all the treats. Debbie says, I got your treat right here, Pickle. I got your treat right here.
Oh, damn, Debbie. Watch out, Aaron. She's going to get your ass.
Debbie's feisty, Aaron. I'm saying when you walk into the room, know where the exits are. You know what I'm saying? Debbie says, it's an antibiotic pill wrapped in cheese treat. Oh, one of those kind of treats, I see. A trick treat. A tricky treat. Aaron says, I'm behaving.
LOL, Debbie. That's not nice.
Not nice.
Not nice.
Aaron says, I got a whole bottle of antibiotics. And then no cheese. Give me the cheese. Kevin says, Aaron, if you see rope, run.
LOL, Kevin.
It's a trap. Aaron says, I'll just hand the rope to you, Kevin. Yeah, he's got the ball gag on, so he can't warn you. But you see him, so you hand him the rope. Debbie says, Amanda, it's about time you noticed that I'm not nice. You are nice. Don't try to be fooling me.
LOL, Debbie. I've always had my suspicions.
Aaron says, LOL, I remember this big white girl who would always call me sexy chocolate. Good gracious. I don't know if that would be exciting or scary. I once had a big white girl named Hollywood catch me in a weak moment. I just finished a show. I was exhausted. The lights are out. The lights go down. Band stops. I drop down to my knees and then roll over backwards onto my monitor, and I'm laying back across my monitor like a bed. You know, curtains are down. And then all of a sudden, the world goes dark. This woman, every bit of 450 pounds, comes over my head and then starts biting me on my stomach. And I'm not talking about playfully biting. I mean drawing blood, biting. And I can't breathe because her stomach is right here in my face. And all you can see is my hands out from under trying to get her off of me. And the guys are just rolling, laughing. Nobody's helping me. I'm helpless on the floor, pinned down, about to die. And this woman is biting me for real all over my stomach. And that was scary. And I was petrified. I thought I was going to die that day. I didn't, but I thought I was going to for a minute. For a brief second, I thought it was over. Hollywood. That's all. I still hear that in my dreams. Hollywood. When she walks in the room, I get cringy.
I'm going to get a Hollywood banner made and put it above the bed.
Oh, my God. That was terrifying. She had a crossed eye and like 3 teeth.
Titties bigger in your head.
Oh, yeah. Everything she had was bigger than me. Anyway, it was funny. You had to be there. It wasn't funny at the time, though. The pants context sharks. You got sharks on your pants? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you got sharks being hypnotized on your pants. Got it. I don't know if anyone would have got that, but I got it.
I know a guy. His name is Hot Fudge.
Hot Fudge?
Yeah. That's what they call him, Hot Fudge.
I don't want to know anybody named Hot Fudge. That's terrifying.
I think it's actually his stage name, but...
Amber says, it's been a gloomy and drizzly kind of cold day here. Nothing frozen. Seems it wants to.
Gloomy?
Yes, gloomy and gloomy, drizzly, like it is here. Look out the window.
I know.
That's what it looks like here. For once, I have an accurate background. There's no window there, but that's what would be happening if there was.
I mean, there is a window there behind the green screen.
There is a window there, and oddly enough, it looks like that window. But it's not that window. That's a fake window. But if I took the green screen down, that's what you would see. Minus the trees. There's some trees out there, but there's buildings out there and stuff too. Debbie says, Amanda, does he live in Uranus? The fudge packing pound for pound posse of the something else with a P? Uranus. I hear they make wonderful fudge. If I knew a guy named Hot Fudge that lived in Uranus, I think I would quit. That's it. You can't top that. I retire. That's the peak level of funny right there. Judy says, hey, Amber. Amanda says, sometimes. You say it.
I don't know why you keep reading my comments.
Autopilot.
Sometimes, Debbie, sometimes.
Amber says, Judy, you try reading a list and then stopping randomly. Cowboy's 8 panel says, I knew. Hey, Cowboy, you knew that Amber was a tree sap that was petrified? I somehow thought you might. Hi, how are you? Merry Christmas. Early. Amber says, Judy, hearts and dancing.
Hi, Judy.
Nope.
Hi, Cowboy. Sorry.
There you go. Cowboy says, hi all. Judy says, me? Yeah, you.
Judy knows what she's saying.
Oh, Judy knew? So you might be the only one that didn't know.
It must be.
You know what else about Amber? You can get it with mosquitoes in it.
Yeah, I knew that. My daddy had a belt. You probably, I don't know if you remember seeing it or not, but my daddy had a big belt buckle that had a big spider in it that was covered up like that.
It's probably worth some money.
It might have been.
Amber is not cheap. It's quite a collector's item. If it was amber, it might not have been amber.
I think it was amber.
It might have been made to look like amber. Amber is quite expensive. It's like gold. It's not gold. It's comparable in price. What I'm saying.
Speaking, he kept this belt buckle in a case. I would imagine it was probably pretty expensive.
It might have been. I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm just saying. They do make things like that. They've got plastic. Very amber-like.
And I think that this was Grandpa's before it was Daddy's, so I would imagine it was probably real.
Amber says, I knew my middle name is Crystal. My mom has Gypsy Soul. Neither one of those facts have anything to do with Amber, but I'm glad you knew. But I guess you could say Crystal and Amber might have a little bit of a relationship. It's not crystal, it's tree sap. Crystals are a growth, like comes out of a seed. A crystal shard grows a crystal. Don't really know where the shard comes from, but I'm pretty sure it's not amber. But it's fascinating that you had a mom with a gypsy soul. What does that mean exactly? By gypsy soul, you mean she traveled a lot? Or she wore a lot of jewelry or was a palm reader? What are we talking? Amy says, well, yeah. Remember Dr. Hammond's walking stick in Jurassic Park? It had an amber topper. Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but I remember that, but it did never say what it was made out of.
I kind of think it did.
I don't know.
Debbie says, I knew that about amber. Judy says, they use amber in jewelry. Yep. Amber says, fossils are found in the sap. Yes. And more specifically, what they find in amber the most is air bubbles. And that's where the interesting thing is, because when they drill in and take samples of the air bubbles, because it's literally a time capsule. It's caught in time. That air came from whenever that sap dripped. They say millions of years. I don't believe the earth is millions of years old. But however old it is, they can test the oxygen, or in this case, we're talking about a mosquito. They can test the blood, the hemoglobin. They can test the blood oxygen level, the sugars, everything. And what they find is that the earth was 50% more oxygenated back then than it is now. Right now, we breathe about 3% oxygen per atmosphere. And what that means is there's 4 or 5 different gases, argon and helium and a couple of other gases, and then oxygen, and that's what we breathe as a species. But before the flood, that was 50% more, and the atmosphere was 50% more dense than it is now, which is probably why people live to be 900 years old and grew to be giants in some cases. That type of atmosphere promotes that type of growth and that type of longevity. Today, if you spend time in a hyperbaric chamber, they say that it adds time to your life. I don't know if that's true or not. You can test that by looking at your telomeres. Telomeres are little molecules in your bloodstream, in your DNA, that basically determine how long you live. The closer you get to the end of your life, the shorter your telomeres get. And by the end of your life, they're at a certain size. They say that spending time in a hyperbaric chamber, which is pure oxygen, makes your telomeres grow, basically adding time to your life. I don't know how true that is. I've never done it. But oxygen is a cure for a lot of things, especially like people that are about to get leg amputated or something like that for loss of oxygen. Put them in a hyperbaric chamber and they heal where they wouldn't otherwise. So there's something about oxygen that's really good for the human body. Diatribe over. Where are we at? Oh, I found it. Aaron says, the smartest nerd I know. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. Amber says, smiley, smiley, smiley. And Aaron says, Lord, yes. Lord, yes. Yes, Lord. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Hercules, Hercules. Sorry. Aaron says, Debbie says, it's palatable. I can taste that. Yes. Very palatable. Much more palatable than other things. And if you get a little strawberry drip in the back of your throat, it becomes very, very palatable.
I see what you did there.
I was waiting to see if you'd catch that.
Yeah, I caught that.
Kevin says, hello, cowboy. Hello, cowboy. Amber says, a bark, bark. Like a tree or a dog. Or at the moon. Cowboy says, hey, Kevin. Amber says, Debbie, I made a fried Spam sandwich today. I'm not asking questions. You shouldn't. You don't want to know what's in that stuff. Spam being the national treat for Hawaii. They're crazy about it over there for some reason. I mean, they like live on it. It's a big national thing over there, or island thing, whatever you call it. They love spam, is what I'm saying. But what is in it is anybody's guess, and whatever they can pick up off the floor and put in it. It's worse than hot dogs. Hot dogs are terrifying. Spam is worse. Potted meat is the trifecta. All three good in their own way, though. Judy says, hey, cowboy. Bill Bennett says, my daughter is 11 today and just got 10 poems. Very nice. Happy birthday, Bill Bennett's daughter. My birthday's in 7 days. And somebody else's birthday is today, too. Thomas from Rachel's boyfriend. So we're just birthdays all around this month. Happy birthday, by the way. Judy says, tell her happy birthday, Bill. Bill says, sorry, typo. Having a birthday party. See you all soon. Prayers. I was wondering, if today's her birthday, why are you here? Cowboy says, hi, Judy. Amber says, yay. Happiest of birthdays. Very nice. Aaron says, context. She was scary as hell. She backed me into a corner at a club and crashed my nuts into a stage and called it dancing. That is kind of scary. That'll teach you to eat on the dance floor. Judy says, bye, Bill. That sounds scary, Jake. Oh, the Hollywood thing? Yeah, it was pretty scary. It was funny, and everybody was duly laughing at me. They had every right. It was hilarious. I was like an octopus down there being squished by the Titanic. But it is a memory that I will not soon forget. And I have some teeth marks that, will never leave. And fortunately for me, you can't tell they're teeth marks because she only had 3 of them, so it just looks like weird random punctures. But they are teeth marks. Debbie says, now I kind of want to change my name to Hollywood. Please don't. Aaron says, I just remember back that thing up was playing. Oh, no.
LOL, Debbie.
That's horrible, Aaron. I feel your pain, brother. Cowboy says, real fake window. Yes, the real fake window right there. It's a real window. But since I have to have a green screen up, I made a fake window to replace the real window. It's windowception is what's happening behind me. And it is, in fact, raining.
It's darker than that, though.
It is. Aaron says, I had a cat named Hollywood. Interesting. Amber says, Eeyore kind of day. It's an Eeyore kind of day? Oh, boy. Another Tuesday.
Eeyore is the shit.
I think I'll have a Xanax. Eeyore is a stuffed donkey.
Eeyore is cool.
Debbie says Eeyore is clinically depressed. Yes.
Speaking of Tigger, I've seen a meme.
Who's speaking of Tigger?
The next comment.
No. Aaron says Tigger was a crackhead, meth head. Yes.
Speaking of that, I seen a meme. It was totally wrong, but totally funny.
Oh, no.
No. It was a black man with Tigger sitting on his shoulder.
I don't get it.
Tigger sitting on his shoulder of a black man.
Black people don't typically sell meth.
Never mind.
I don't get it. What is it? Oh.
It was funny, not funny.
That's not funny.
It was funny, not funny. It was wrong, funny, but funny.
You've seen Elf on a Shelf.
That's the point it was trying to make.
I got it. No. Amber says, Aaron, oh my gosh. Kevin says, your chat's about to jump and leave you lost.
9:14.
Kevin says, I can't stay late tonight. I have work in the morning. Me too. But I understand. You don't have to stay late. I just wanted to come on and, spin the wheel. Aaron says, now I got to go watch a bunch of Eddie Murphy movies. That's never a bad thing, Aaron. Eddie Murphy is the GOAT. Dave Chappelle ain't got shit on Eddie Murphy. He's the guy that invented the entire genre. So if you have to sit and watch Eddie Murphy movies, might I recommend you start with Vampire in Brooklyn. It's a little known ditty off to the side. Not many people made much ado about. It's an excellent movie.
Coming to America.
Yes.
Dr. Dolittle and
Debbie says a strawberry drip. I know what Amanda's getting for Christmas.
strawberry drip.
Yeah. You're getting what's behind the strawberry drip for Christmas.
LOL, Debbie, yes.
Aaron says burb. All right. Dog needs to go. I hear you. Like metaphysically or literally? That could mean a couple of different things. Amber says, I'm thinking about a cup of coffee. Me too. Oh, look, there's one.
Imagine that.
Delicious. Place your bets. Debbie says, Amber, I am thinking about sex on a beach. That is a drink too. Yes, it is. It's also fun and sandy. Very sandy. You may never get sand out of the places, but worth it. Unless there's crabs.
Yeah, you know why you don't have sex on the beach?
Crabs?
Because you get sand in your slits.
Yes. Amber says, Debbie, your idea sounds kind of messy. I'm interested. Sex on a beach, yeah. If you like penis coladas.
You like sand in your slits.
Let me show you the way. Amber says, interesting. Kevin says, Debbie, want to join me at the beach? Amen. Now you're thinking, Kev. Aaron says, back. Your turn.
Left.
Right. Your turn.
Up.
Down. Your turn.
Side.
Inside. Your turn.
Outside.
Dog. Your turn.
Cat.
Frigadaire. Your turn.
Amanda.
Yes. Aaron says, I hate when they say Kevin Hart is better than... I'm like, hell no. Better than who? Eddie Murphy? Psst, please. Ginger, please. There's no way. Not even close. That's not even the same sport, let alone the same ballpark. What are they thinking? Kevin Hart? No. No. Kevin Hart is not even on the list of people that are in league with Eddie Murphy. I don't even think he's funny. I understand why he got famous, because he's willing to do anything, and he's a yes man, and he's the little short guy that can be the token guy and very easily willing to do so. That doesn't make him funny. I've watched his comedy specials. He's not funny. Maybe mildly entertaining, not funny. Eddie Murphy make you hurt yourself. That's funny. Aaron says, Norbit, Bowfinger. You ever seen that movie? Aaron says, what's a strawberry drip? You don't want to know. I was wondering when somebody was going to ask that question.
Too late.
It's too late.
I didn't send him the video.
You might need to. Kevin says Norbit was funny as hell. It was all right. It was a good movie. Not one of Eddie Murphy's best, but it was all right. Bowfinger's a very good movie with Eddie Murphy and a little off the beaten path. You might not have even heard of it before. Maybe you have. It's Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy. What a combo, right? Aaron says classic Kevin. Or classic Kevin. Yeah, Norbit is a good movie. I think probably the Nutty Professor was better. Kevin says, "How you doing? How you doing?" Amanda?
My chat jump.
Strawberry drip.
It's throat numbing gel, Aaron.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right? Okay. Debbie says, who wants to tell Pickle what the strawberry drip is? It's the 3,000 in the glug glug.
It makes a 3,000 go from a 3,000 to a 6,000 in the glug glug.
Yeah, there you go. And it tastes like strawberries. Yay. Angela Ashkin says, hello all. Hey, Angela, how art thou? What are you up to tonight? Are you okay?
Yes.
Kevin says, hello, Angela. And Amanda says, hi, Angela. Aaron says, the heck I just read what it is.
What is it?
What it is.
Oh, yeah, it is. What is it?
Ah! Take that. Angela says, hello, Kevin and Amanda. And Judy says, hey, Angel. Hi, Angel. How are you? We're just talking about strawberry drip. How was your evening? Amber says, eyes, hearts and unicorns and dancing. Angela says, hi, Judy and Amber. Heart, smiley face, peace.
LOL, Aaron. Yes, it makes things go down easier.
Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. Keep going. Oh, Aaron says, Amanda, that's horrible. I want to stay innocent. Well, it ain't for you.
Well, I mean,
your ears have to have handles and there has to be a flat spot on your head. John says, Boomerang was a good one. Yes, Boomerang was a good movie. I'd almost forgotten about that one. Good call, John. Debbie says, 8-Ball, is Pickle innocent?
no.
8-Ball says, most likely with tears, crying, laughing. Aaron says, would that help Jake's voice? I wish it would.
That's what I was laughing at.
I wish it would. Debbie says, Stream Elements lies. It does. Aaron says, not being funny, but the raw stuff. Yeah, I got the sincerity of the question, and if it would work, I would be down in it right now. It won't work. Whatever's going on in there, it's collected gum around my vocal cords and hardened, right? And it breaks off in little chunks. And there's nothing I can do to get it up. I can't cough it up and I can't swallow it back. And nothing I take will break it up. I've tried everything. Hot steams, everything. I just have to live with it. Amanda?
It might, Aaron.
It won't.
Was being facetious.
Yeah, facetious. Aaron says, it was an innocent medical question because I know nothing about this stuff. Me too.
LOL, Aaron. Watch the video I sent you and you will understand.
Aaron says, I'm scared.
You should be.
It's not like 2 girls, 1 cup.
No. It's clean.
It's clean yet incredibly suggestive. Amber says, my blood sugar is 268. I'm doing insulin. I'm listening. Congratulations. I don't know how to respond to that.
It's high.
Aaron says, I'm stupid on a lot of stuff. You are not stupid. Don't say that.
No, you're not, Aaron.
You figured out how to hang out with me. You are not stupid. Now, there is a difference between unlearned and unintelligent. You are very intelligent. I very much enjoy talking to you. And if you're asking questions, you've already beat stupid because stupid people don't know how to ask questions. I'm not antisocial. I hate stupid people. And you're not one of them. Aaron says, I mean, like that stuff I am because I don't know. Not knowing does not mean you're not, that doesn't mean you're stupid. That just means you haven't learned a thing yet. You are capable of learning, yeah? So learn. That's one of the reasons to talk to a guy like me, because you can bone up on all your particulars, things that you don't ordinarily know. I am a wealth of general useless knowledge. Plunder away. That's why I'm here. Judy says, that's okay, Aaron. I'm lost too. Don't be lost. Come with me. I'll make it found. Amanda says,
Not knowing don't make you stupid.
nope, it sure don't. Aaron says, okay, I'm ignorant. Less offensive. I'll allow that. Don't call yourself stupid. I don't have stupid friends. Meaning I never don't that stuff.
Never do that stuff.
Never do that stuff. I hope not. That would be weird.
Yeah.
And Kevin says intelligence is not a measure of what a person knows. It's a measure of their ability to learn it. Amen, Kevin. Exactly. My point encapsulated. That's exactly what I mean. If you can learn, you are not stupid. There's plenty of people out there that have scores of knowledge, books to the ceiling worth of knowledge, and can't find their way out of a paper bag. It's because they know all of that stuff, but they don't have any street smarts, right? There are scores more people out there that could work their way through a society with no problem and come out on the other side doing well, but can't speak a lick of English because they're dumb as far as education goes, but they're street smart. There's all different levels of intelligence. But that's not stupid. Stupid is literally not being capable of learning a thing. You're not that. Aaron says, I can learn a lot. Exactly. Which makes you perfect for this group, because that's what we're all doing here, including me. Aaron says, I watched the video. Now you see. Aaron's like, ugh. She bad. She bad.
She ain't wrong, though.
She ain't wrong, but she bad. And Judy says, did you watch the video, Aaron? He did. Kevin says, show up, be willing to work and willing to learn, and you will go far. Amen. Yeah, showing up is 90% of the battle right there. If you don't show up, you've already lost the battle. You got to get up there and be up front. If you have that, you got everything. Then just be willing to absorb what you see. And if you don't know something, find somebody that does and be their friend. Favor will change your life. Somebody that likes you will tell you everything they know because they like you. Amanda?
Have you seen the video, Judy?
Probably.
No.
I think she just asked. Yeah, Judy just asked, did you watch the video, Aaron?
Yes, but Judy hasn't seen the video.
Well, why would you ask him if he'd seen it then?
Because I knew he'd seen it. I sent it to him.
Judy.
That's what I was wanting to know, if somebody else had sent the video to her and she had seen it.
I don't know. Aaron says, the drip, Judy. The drip. Judy says, no, Amanda. Well, make sure everybody gets a copy of the video then, so everybody knows what we're making fun of.
Well, then I'll share it to the Untethered
There
Live
you go.
page.
Now you're talking. I knew that would come in handy. Aaron says, why she look like a Bratz doll, though? That's just a thing that
Her hair and makeup.
millennials do. When they start aging out, they start dressing like teenagers. People don't have the dignity to grow old anymore. I went through that phase myself. Thought about dyeing my hair and getting a little Botox here and there. And then I decided, you know what? I earned all of this. I'm just going to embrace it. Have the dignity to grow old in peace.
It's on the Untethered Live chat.
The video, lady. I got it. Yeehaw. Enjoy. And, buy strawberry drip. I do support this message. I'm Jake Johnson, and I support this message. All right, what's next? What other useless piece of knowledge would you like to have?
I don't know. I can't think.
I can't either.
My brain don't work on Tuesday nights.
Oh, come on now. This is fun. Who's having fun? I'm having fun. Are you having fun? John, are you having fun? Vera?
Rachel's probably passed out by now.
Probably so. Aaron says, I have an idea. Shoot.
That could be scary.
Probably. What is it? We should all sit in a circle and try the strawberry drip?
Spin the bottle.
John says, yes, I'm having fun. My man. Kevin, you having fun? I say, are you with me, man? Oh, I'm out of the drip. You don't want to try it? There's more than one way to try that,
Oh, damn, Kevin.
Kevin says, I want to make a video with Debbie. Ooh.
You get strawberry drip, you won't have no choice but to smile.
Hides in the dark, not smiling. I love you, buddy. That's good.
You will have no choice but to smile if you had strawberry drip. Don't even go there.
Yeah, there's more than one way to try that, There's the upside and the downside. John says that'd be X-rated.
Kevin says I have a snorkel.
My man. Snorkel and a wetsuit. Let's go. Amber says, well then.
He put on some flippers to keep himself above water.
Welcome to Tuesday night on the Untethered Live After Dark. Untethered Live After Dark.
No ideas. No Tuesday and Thursdays are after dark. Grab his feet. Uh-oh. I'm seeing fox toe.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, Feces, look at them toes. Hey, his Feces so cute.
They are cute.
Pretty little white wrinkly feet.
My legs are so white it blots out the camera.
Oh, your feet do too. I wish there was one.
Aaron says, yep, saw it coming.
Debbie says, I want to see the video of Jake in Hollywood.
Oh, my God.
I wish
hope
there was
nobody-
one.
I hope nobody got that on tape. If it is out there, power to the guy who has it or girl. I don't ever want to see it or relive it. Amber says, I think I need scrubs. Wow. Scrubs, huh? Nurses can be sexy. And gloves, a hat, or something. Take a shower after this show. I'm just going to lay back and smoke a cigarette. Aaron says, did she yell cookies? Num, 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 num. Amen, brother. Get them cookies.
Some milk and cookies.
I'm thinking pickle-flavored cookies. No?
Cream-filled cookies?
That'd be kind of gross. A pickle cookie.
Hmm?
Yuck. Kevin says, Jake, was there a mirror on the ceiling? Jake, was there a mirror on the ceiling and y'all could see?
All you could
see was your fingers and toes? Yeah. No, I'm imagining it, but I imagine that's what everybody else saw. I couldn't see anything. I was encased with a flubber cushion of belly. It smelled like belly button from an alcoholic.
Gross.
Yeah, it was bad. This was not a pleasant moment, but for everyone else, they were loving it. They thought it was hilarious. And I was pinned. I had my, you know what a floor monitor looks like? It's at a 45-degree angle. And I was leaned back against it with my arms draped back like this. And she was over top of my head. And I was pinned. And I could not move. And I could not lift her off of me. She was so heavy and over me that way. I was trapped, like for real. And she was biting me. I felt like I was being attacked by a demon for a minute. For me, it was not fun at all, but I can sympathize with everybody else seeing it. It must have been hilarious.
You're lucky she didn't get a hold of your buddy.
I know. I think that's what she was trying to do. I don't know how she ended up getting off of me. If somebody pulled her off or if I kicked her off, I don't know, but things went kind of hazy there for a minute. Aaron says, that's nasty. It was. Vinegar cake. Yes, exactly. Debbie says, oh, my God, thanks for the visual. I'm trying. Kevin says, ℂ𝕚𝕝𝕝. Cowboy says, sorry you went through that, Jake. Yeah, it was terrifying.
LOL, Cowboys.
And Jake saw a bright light, says Kevin.
Jake didn't see no light.
I didn't see any light. The belly button lint, maybe. Ugh. The kind of moment only sweat and spandex from the 80s could give you. Amy says Colossians 1:22-12 states, strengthened with all might according to his glorious power unto all patience and long suffering with joyfulness. Amen. And that's when Jake found God. I found him a lot longer ago than that, but yeah. Amy says, giving thanks unto the Father, which hath made us meet, helpful, to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light, which we read about in Revelations last night. That light that comes from Jesus and us being the saints being there to absorb it. That's what it's referring to. Kevin says, oh, Lord, help. That's what I was thinking. It was a terrifying moment, brief as it was. Definitely unforgettable, though. She made an impression, I'll say that. In more ways than one. Aaron says, what were you doing when you answered God's call, Jake?
The first time he was playing with his sister.
Yeah. I've been talking about teaching the Word of God since I was about 5 years old. Back then, I knew it was a thing. I don't remember all the details. I mean, we're talking 50 years ago, 45 years ago. But I remember sitting outside with my sister we're in deep conversation about whatever we talked about. And me telling her that I needed to teach the Word of God, that I had a strong understanding of things at 5 that I needed to tell somebody. Of course, we lived way back in the woods in Georgia, and that kind of thing wasn't possible back then. But I was thinking about it then, and it's been there my whole life. Now, in 2015, my mom had just passed away, and things were looking kind of bleak for me. I was going through some stuff, and I felt like if I were going to do it, I needed to do it now. I'd been putting it off my whole life, running from it, fighting against it, trying everything I could be to not be that. And it just all came together. And I bought a computer and started the podcast. Just like that. No questions asked. So what I was doing when I answered the call was reeling. I was spiraling. That's what I was doing. Fab Daddy says, what's the difference between a porcupine and a Prius? A porcupine has the prick on the outside? Yep, that's what it is. Hey, Fab Daddy. Welcome to the show. It's Jake Point something. I mean for real, says Aaron.
It was for real.
It was for real. That was the story. That's what I did. Kevin says, hello, Fab Daddy. And Judy says, hey, Fab.
Hi, Fab. LOL.
Hey, stop it. You keep your mouth shut. I'll call you when I want you. Sorry. Fab Daddy says, hello, everyone. Be sure to hit that like button, everybody. 17 people in chat and only 12 likes. Come on now. Amy says, I was looking everywhere for my fingerless gloves, and I had them on. Why would you need fingerless gloves? That don't make any sense. Unless you're riding a motorcycle or swinging a baseball bat, why would you need fingerless gloves? Amanda says,
LOL, Amy.
Amy says, hi, Fab. Aaron says, I found answered the night I came here. I found answers the night I came here. Well, that's wonderful, Aaron. And I'm so glad that you did come here. Amy says, it's been over a year since I stumbled into the channel, and here you are still. And I'm so grateful for that. Fab Daddy says, the snot faucet has slowed to a drip. Congratulations. How did you do it? Fab Daddy says 13. 13 what? Amanda?
That's good, Fab.
Aaron says, I was sitting scrolling with a
Pew-pew.
a pew-pew, and I had planned to leave the earth, but I was watching the show, and I laughed at April's comments. Well, God works in mysterious ways, but I truly believe that he brings everybody to the place they need to be when they need to be there, and if they're smart enough to recognize it when it happens, the answer is there. I really believe that. I don't think that he intervenes in the way we would like him to, like fix the problem. But I think he gives you the opportunity to fix the problem. He sets you up. It's just up to you to knock him down. So thank God every day that you decided to stay. Oh, so I can grasp stuff outside into cold, says Amy. That makes sense. Aaron says, before that, I had it in my head and had given up. Well, I was kind of in that same boat. Not the first part, but the second part. And I just figured that I had a lot more years behind me than I had in front of me. And if I was going to do something, it needed to be now. And I needed to stop putting it off. And so I just, with a quickness, set my sights on it and did not stop until right now. I'm still here doing it. And along the way, I've made some great friends. And I've been able to survive this long, which is a blessing to God. I'm grateful for that, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't still be here. My mom was gone too. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that made me start thinking about it. My mom was my best friend, and she was my anchor in this world. And when she left, I started spiraling, and I hadn't stopped, you know. This gives me purpose. It gives me focus. So I'm trying to stay dedicated to it. Amy says, April is such a wonderful, perky person. She's truly a gem. She really is. She's a very loving girl, very earnest. She can be a monster too, but she's very loving. Aaron says, everyone here is getting something. Exactly. Kevin says, I was deep in addiction and God gave me a moment of clarity. I chose to listen. Amen. Kevin, God bless you, sir. I've been there myself recently. Aaron says, would a fingerless glove be a mitten? No, a mitten is one that has no fingers. You know what I'm talking about? All one pad. I get what you're saying. No fingerless, no fingers. No. Fingerless is where they're cut off here. So it's a glove, but your fingers are bare. A mitten is one piece of fabric that goes over all your fingers.
You probably know mittens of more of what they put on newborns and babies that like to scratch and claw at their faces. Them little mitten things they put over their hands.
Yes. Listen. Everybody found their way here for a reason. I've talked to just about everybody that's come in this show and stayed at length at one time or another. And the story is always the same. I was such and such, and I found the show, and I decided to listen. And here I am. That's always the story. I don't know what that means or what my contribution to that is. I don't know if I've offered you something that you couldn't find elsewhere, or if God just blessed us that way, if I need you as much as you need me. I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is that this place is here, it's tangible, it's real, and it's yours. And you have all made the decision to dedicate yourself or your time to it. You've all made the decision to help me stay afloat. You've all made the decision to come together as friends, to embrace each other and your differences. And this is a real, tangible, serviceable platform that would not be here if it was not for each and every one of you and me. We're all in this together. And that, for whoever it helps in the future and for whomever it's helped in the past, is worth every second of our time. And I thank you for that. And God thanks you for that. I'm sure of it. That's why he put you here. Aaron says, I'm glad everybody's here. Me too. Aaron says, stay the course. Amen. Stay the course. Fab Daddy says, last night's sleep was a sweat fest. I had to change my sheets twice, or my shirt twice. I felt better in the morning. Yeah, you broke that fever. That's what you did. That sweat fest that you were going through is your body breaking its fever, which is a good thing to have. Most people's instinct is to fight the fever, take a Tylenol and break your fever. You shouldn't do that. Fever starts in your lungs, and it is a fire that burns out whatever infection is inside of you. So having a fever, as long as it doesn't go out of control, like 106, 107, something like that, as long as it stays 99 to 100, 101 maybe, you're being healthy. That's actually doing your body beneficial. And so if you can stand it, keep the fever. That'll make you heal faster. Amy says, I was an addict too, Kevin. And with him, God, I maintained sobriety. Then my faith was tested when Stephen died. It grows stronger every day. This show helps that. Amen. And thank you, Amy. Thank you for that testimony. Aaron says, well, if it's fingerless, then what does that mean It is void of fingers. Yes. It means that they're cut off right here at the knuckle. So your fingers are bare. So it's like your hand wearing pants. But not. It's like your hand wearing shorts. There you go. It's shorts for your hand. That's what fingerless gloves are. A mitten is like a sleeping bag for your hand. Or that thing that they used to put babies in that have no leg holes. Make them look like a grub worm.
Those are pajamas. Those are sleep sacks.
Grub worm baby.
I love them things because my kids used to always kick the covers off or kick their socks off or something.
And Judy says, glad you feel better, Fab. Yes. Amy says, like regular gloves, Aaron, but with no fingertips. Aaron says, I know, I'm being a nut. Amy says, down to the second knuckle. That's right. That's what she said. Kevin says, Amy, I use them at the gym. Fingerless gloves. Aaron says, I have gloves like that where I can peel the finger back and then put it back in. That's for shooting. They're like mechanical gloves. So if you need to feel like a
bolt
or something, you can just move the finger.
Bolt.
A bolt?
Supposed to be bolt.
If you can feel like a bolt or something. Yep, it says boat.
I know what it says, but if you need to feel like a bolt or something, you can just move the fingertip.
I think those gloves are for trigger fingers. I got a pair of them too, but they're garbage. They're not good gloves. So I don't ever use them. Aaron says, I'd like to know people's story of how they found Jake and God. That's a good thing to know. I'd like to hear it too, but it's a little presumptuous of me to ask. I'm just grateful you're here. So you ask, and I'll listen.
He kind of did because everybody started answering.
Excellent. John says, I was an alcoholic. I died twice. I knew there was something missing, which was God. And I did not want to go to church. A few months later, I found this channel and this family. Amen, brother. And I'm glad you did, John. And by the way, all you people that are suffering with addiction, I am right there in the same boat with you. I suffered from it too. Not because I was an addict, but because I was in pain. And the thing that quelled the pain, I got addicted to it. Physically addicted. So let me tell you, I'm in that boat with you. I understand. Amy says, I knew God
at an early age.
I don't know what Arcan is.
At an early age.
I knew God at an early age, but drugs separated me and I found him again. Excellent. And Cowboy says, which is cowboy for all that mushy stuff.
I found Jake in an ice cream truck in the 90s, and I've always been in private schools and churches.
I found you.
I think I came to the truck.
I was in the neighborhood.
I came to the truck because I heard it. So I found you.
I drove to the person because I knew you needed ice cream.
Okay.
And you got a blow pop instead.
Yeah.
Aaron says, welcome home, John. Amen. Amy says, I defended that demon of addiction. Don't we all? Maybe it's Maybelline. Live on a Tuesday, what?
Or Hannah.
Or Hannah. Hi. How are you? I'm just here shooting my shot. You know how it goes. John says, thank you, Brother Aaron. Kevin says, hello, Miss Mabel. Mrs. Mabel. When did that stop being a thing, by the way? You remember in grade school, there was Miss, Mrs., and Mrs., MRS, 3 different ways. They don't do that anymore. I've not heard anybody use that term in years. Why?
Patty does. Patty says Miss Amanda and stuff like that.
No, I'm saying as writing.
Oh, because nobody writes
there's
anymore.
3 ways. There's Miss, M-I-S-S. There's Miss, M-S.
And MRS.
And then there's Mrs., M-R-S. And each mean a different thing. Married, unmarried, and you a hoe.
Right.
Amy says, almost 9 years sober. You go, girl.
Hi, Mabel and Hannah. We were bored tonight.
Mabel says, ciao, everybody. Pleasant surprise. How are you, Jake and Amanda? I'm fine. I feel good. I can't complain. I attended Juilliard. I've seen The Exorcist 176 times, and it keeps getting funnier and funnier every single time I see it. What do you think? You think I'm qualified?
I think you watch too many movies.
Fab Daddy says, I found Jake through Caucasian Sasquatch. I found God during war. I stay because I care, and I would like to see Jake succeed. Well, thank you, Fab Daddy. Nice way to obfuscate your dependence on the show or otherwise. I see what you did there. It's very nice. Very clever. Very liberal of you. Judy says, can you not see my comments? You skipped the last 3. I did not.
You didn't skip them. They didn't post.
I don't see any comments. I don't skip comments. If they don't show up, I can't help that. And I do apologize. But I did not see them. And I am on live chat, so that's not it.
No, they didn't post because when she first typed that, I read and went back, and I didn't see any you missed. So, and there wasn't none of hers.
Aaron says, for sure, John, you got a brother. And there's a few guys in here that feel that way, and I'm grateful for that. And believe me, each one of us need you as much as you need us. And I hope that club keeps getting bigger. Kevin says, Judy, YouTube chat does that. Yeah, it's not me.
He read all that posted, Judy.
Aaron says, cookie time. Cookie time. In my Amanda Hump Day voice.
Cookie time.
Nice. Amy says, my body is sore from all the snow removal yesterday and pop-up catered events tonight. Well, good gracious. Did you at least get some good grub out of that catering deal? Trigger tactical gloves. That's right, Aaron. Amanda.
LOL, Aaron.
Mabel says, I found Jake through my husband, who introduced me, and I found God through my father, mostly. That's a good father. That's where you're supposed to find God, is from your father. Sadly, our world doesn't do that much anymore, and there's a lot of daughters out there missing that father role. I'm so grateful that you had a good one. Amy says, that's how a lot of people become addicted, by following doctor's orders. Exactly. That's how I got it. And Judy says, hey, Mabel and Hannah. Mabel says, hello, Judy. Hannah says, hi. Amy says, defeated. I defeated that demon, not defended. Got it. Mabel says, Miss for unmarried and Mrs. for married. Right. And MISS for you a hoe.
You's a hoe.
Kevin says, Mrs. acknowledges the woman is married. Yes. Yes, it does. And I don't think they do that anymore. Has anybody heard anybody use that expression recently? I don't think I've heard it in like 20 years.
I said they don't write anymore, so there's no reason to do it when writing.
Well, occasionally people will say Miss so-and-so, even when they're talking about married people, they'll say Miss. But I don't think I've heard anybody say Mrs.
I think the only time I really hear it now is like teachers.
And that's another thing. Now they say Mrs. When I was in school, they said Mrs. Very distinct, because they corrected me on it until I got it right. Mrs. That was a thing. I didn't make that up. Does anybody else remember that, or is it just me?
I think it's just you.
It's not just me. Mrs. M-R-S. Mrs.
It was always Miss, and Miss.
No. Miss, and Mrs. Now they say Mrs. M-I-S-U-S. They didn't used to do that. It used to be Mrs. If there's any old people in here can confirm that, I'd appreciate it. Amber says, I found Jesus again after my coma and cancer diagnosis. Well, that is a time to do it. John says, this week has tested me bad. I slipped. Had 4 beers, and I got the 4th can and then poured it away. Listen, John, I'm going to tell you something that probably nobody else will tell you in that world. All things in moderation. It is not a curse. It is not bad for you to have a beer. Unless you can't control it.
Right, unless he's an alcoholic who can't control it.
If you can't control it, then you need to take the reins of that horse and remove it from your life, because nobody else will be able to. If other people try to remove it, you will find it. You will dig for it. You'll sneak. You'll lie. You'll do whatever you got to do to get it, and you'll get it. But if you take control, if you're the guy driving the truck, and you say, no more beer in my presence, period, and nobody that has it in my presence, period, then you are in control of that notion. You can stop it. Nobody else can. But if it isn't that kind of thing, if it doesn't have you like that, there's no harm in you drinking a beer. Just be done at a beer. But the fact that you were able to pour that one out says a lot about your character and your strength. Sometimes life will test you hard, and it won't let up. Sometimes everything that can go wrong will go wrong, and then dare you to do anything about it. I know. That's the kind of life I live. Most of it's self-inflicted, but that is the kind of life I live. You got to be strong. You got to be able to take it. Aaron says, amen, Amy. They gave me pain meds for my tooth, and I threw them out. Oh. I hate to hear that. Such a waste of good meds. Debbie says, I found God in the 4th grade when my best friend introduced me to him. I was going to the Catholic Church at the time. I wasn't sure about the God they taught. That's because they're wrong. And you can tell. I mean, it's obvious if you know what you're looking at. Debbie says, and Amy invited me here. I'm so glad you're here, ladies. Kevin says, Amy invited me here, but Debbie tied me down. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you all for being here. Amy says, Aaron, everything in moderation. I don't want you to be in pain. Like I suggested, naproxen sodium says toothache on the package. And Aaron says, Amy is an angel to the show, and I defend fiercely. I agree, and I appreciate that. Amy says, no free food today. I wouldn't be working without getting something out of it. Amy says, oh, thanks, Aaron. And Aaron says, Amy, Those are fine meds, but they gave me Vicodin and Oxycontin, and I'm not taking that. Listen, my address is... No, I'm just kidding. Judy says, me too, Aaron. It's funny how they'll prescribe you something way over the top for regular pain and then get surprised that you get addicted to it. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand. They're doing that because they sell that stuff. They have a vested interest in you getting addicted to it because that's how they make money. I don't know why people can't see that. Doctors are not here to help you. They're here to keep you sick. Don't you see? If I cure cancer, I can't make any money off of cancer. It's cured. No more money train. You ever seen how much it costs to get chemo? They want that to keep happening. Promise. They may never say that. They may have it in the rule book. You are not allowed to say that. But I promise that's what they want. Judy says, me too, Aaron. And Aaron says, you can't say nothing because they have whole beards and muscles like Arnold getting mad over pronouns. Aaron says, good, Judy. She needs people to have her back. Amy does. Yes, she does. Amy is in a very vulnerable state, and she needs all the friends she can get her hands on. That's true. And Amy says, relapsed happen. It's okay. Learn from it and keep moving forward. Yes. Yeah, just because you fall don't mean you can't get back up. You are not defined by what takes you down. You are defined by your ability to get back up afterwards. Amen. Amy says, Aaron, if you have my back, scratch just a little bit more to the left. Yeah. Another inch or so. John says, thank you, Jake. You mean the world to me and everyone. 17 years of alcohol. I listen to you for good advice. Well, I'll try my very best to give it, John. I'll do everything in my power to never let you down. And if you ever need me, just reach out. I'm here for you 24/7. That's a promise I made to all of you, and I'm going to keep it. Aaron says, I got you. Aaron's got my back, and he's got yours, too.
That's what she said, Amy. Just another inch or so.
Yep. I ain't holding out on you, you know. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. What do you think, I'm keeping an inch back for myself? I'm in 90% of the way. No, that last inch is just for me. Amber says, Amy S., smiley face and hearts. And Fab Daddy says, I'll scratch it and rub your shoulders at the same time. Dirty dog, you. Aaron says, I believe you, John. I believe in you, John. And Aaron says, Fab, I'm glad you came home safe from the war. Amber says, 17 grand a treatment. Yes. You think they want that to stop? They don't. Do you ever wonder why we still have cancer in the world when we got miracles happening on circuit boards? It's because of $17,000 a pop. That's why. Amy says, it's in my medical chart that I used to be addicted, so they never prescribed me anything like that, Aaron. That's good. Unless you need it, and then that's bad. Fab Daddy says, I'm a lucky guy. Yes, you are. More so than you know. Aaron says, the sad thing is, they try to make you pay for it. Why would I pay for a doctor to give me drugs? Amber says, is what my nurse lady told me when hooking me up to the drip. 4 hours. You got 4 hours of strawberry drip? Jesus, lady. You glugging it down, wasn't you? Yeah. Aaron says, now you're a warrior, Amy. A warrior for God. Amy says, naproxen sodium, Advil, or ibuprofen. Yes, but do stay away from acetaminophen. That will kill your liver. It is very bad for you, and lots of people die of liver poisoning every day from overusing Tylenol. Don't take Tylenol. It's bad for you. Amber says, it's how I maxed out the state of Virginia state coverage limits. Wow. Maxed it out on what? Aaron says, we are each other's armor. I agree with that. If we all here for each other, we absolutely are. And that's what I'm trying to build here. That's the whole purpose for all of this, is to build a community that can rely on each other that way. Very funny, Mr. Scott. Now beam down my clothes, says Amy. Yeah. Aaron says, maybe you're not lucky. You're skilled, smart, and God is watching. Maybe that. Fab Daddy, you ever thought about that? Maybe it's not your luck. Maybe it's your bless. Amber says, hugs, y'all. I'm going to decorate Christmas cards. When do we meet again? Tomorrow night. I'll be here regular scheduled time. Amanda says, good night, Amber.
Night, Amber.
There you are. What are you doing?
I had to tinkle.
Don't tell me that.
Well,
make something up.
You just seen me walk past you.
I'm not paying attention to you. I'm focused. Amber says, bless you to whoever sneezed. Somebody sneeze?
Hmm.
No, that was me being anti-Semitic. Sorry. Fab Daddy says, Trump says drug prices are down 300 to 500 to 700%. If you can't believe him, I don't know what to tell you.
I believe him because I see it.
I don't understand what the point of that statement is, Fab Daddy.
He's brought down the prescription prices majorly.
Yeah. Ask anybody who actually takes drugs. They'll tell you. Not all of them. Some of them are unable to be brought down because of the method in which they're gotten. The ones that are here, the ones that we have some control over, have all gone down. See, the thing you're missing is that bringing prices down on a rising ship doesn't automatically look like a lower price. Inflation is stretched out over time. And when the prices come down, they've got to come down the amount that the inflation went up before you see a difference in the economy. So it takes time for this stuff to happen. The prices are down. Everything Trump has promised has been done. Everything. Except for the things he has no control over. Except for the things that the Democrats are fighting him for. You know, every time he fulfills a promise and then some liberal judge comes and blocks that promise, that's not him failing. That's you guys stopping the progress. You understand that, right?
There's over 100 lawsuits against Trump right now on the stuff he's trying to do.
Yeah, that are all legal and promises that he's trying to fulfill.
And all from the Democratic side.
And every one of them from a Democratic judge or lawyer or senator or something like that to try and stop that progress. Good progress that we all need and all want. Explain that to me. Make that make sense, Fab Daddy. Amber says, LOL, Jake, gulping the drip is how I got this, what is that? Is how I got the diabetes. I got it. Yeah.
Or I got the dietitises.
I think you meant to say diseases, but I'm not sure. Either diseases or diabetes. But yeah, I hear you. John says, good night, Amber. And Judy says, bye, Amber. Aaron says, your chat's about to jump and leave you lost. Oh, man, says Aaron. Oh, man. Cowboy says, Caucasian Sasquatch is the way I discovered Untethered, too. Well, he is my cousin, and I did spend a lot of time getting him up and running. But he likes to discuss me in a way that is not very nice. So I've stopped discussing him. So if I don't respond to you when you call up his name, understand why. And if you don't, I guess you don't know how to read people very well.
I ain't spoke to him in over a year. I don't care if he comes in or not. I still don't speak to him.
Amber says, coverage limit. They will not cover my medical costs in any way. Some of the reason I left Virginia. Is there a reason why they won't cover your medical costs? I'm not sure what you're saying.
Because she maxed out the Medicaid and state coverage fees.
Because of the price of the drugs?
Because of her medications and her treatments, yes.
Yeah, I got you. John says, I'm going to say goodnight too. Eyes are closing. Love you all. John, God bless you, my friend. Be safe. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Hey, guys, do me a favor, would you please? If you could, hit that subscribe button, press the bell icon so you get notifications of when I'm going to be online. Smash that like button. It's free. It's effortless. It's right in front of you, and it really does help the channel with the algorithms. It helps us get recommended to other people. Won't you do that, please? Share this video with somebody you love. Be a pro, don't you know? Share it with everybody you know. Invite them into our family. Be part of their solutions, not part of their problems. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking about. Question me, curse me, bless me, challenge me, confront me, conform with me. Drink my Kool-Aid. Make your own Kool-Aid as long as you're thinking critical. That's what I want. Critical thought coming from that brain of yours. And hey, if you love what we're doing here and you'd like to help me keep it going, help be part of something special, join the channel. Get yourself a t-shirt. Put a super chat in the chat box. But if you want to help me in a substantial way, and I do appreciate it if you do, go to paypal.me/jakejohnsonband or Cash App $jakejohnsonband. Every little bit helps. It is a win-win. Look at all these stories. That's why, because we're here. And we're going to keep being here. So I appreciate you. I'll do everything in my power to be worthy of that support. I will answer all of your questions and comments. I will be with you 24/7, as I always am. Right now. Okay. Enough of that. Amanda says,
Night Nugget.
that's right. Maybe it's Maybelline says, tell me. Don't tell me. Tell me, don't tell me. Tell me, don't show me. Show me, don't tell me. Tell me, don't tell me. Aaron says, this was great. It was. See, I have a feeling about things. And Judy says, bye, Nugget.
Night Nugget.
Aaron says, Mabel. Amy says, night, Nugget. Aaron says, today I only paid $23 for my meds. That's not bad. I don't know what you got, but that's not bad. And Walter Davis says, good evening, all. Walter, my friend, how you doing, buddy? And Kevin says, Fab Daddy, have you ever noticed that the Democrats are always siding with our enemies? That's a good question. Have you noticed that? You are a good man, Fab Daddy, and I recognize that in you. But have you noticed that you're on the wrong side of history here. Debbie says Fab Daddy and 37 states have gas prices under $3 a gallon. Prices are coming down. Yes, they are. Kevin says my gas prices is $2.58 right now. Kevin says, hello, Walter. Fab Daddy says 100% is 100%. Anything over that, drug companies pay you for the drug. So 700% is they pay you 7 times the cost of the drug. Yeah, that's not how that works. Debbie says, Fab, go back to math class. That is not how math works. That's not how maths. Right. Cowboys 8 Panel says, hey, Walter. Amanda.
My chat.
Hi, Walter.
Hi, Walter.
Judy says, number 5. Hey, Walter. Amy says, the white background, hyped with heart emojis. It really shows up. What are you talking about?
The heart emoji. This.
This what?
You don't see it?
I don't see it. Are you talking about the
floating heart?
Floaty hearts? Yeah,
see them now?
My background's not white.
Oh.
Okay, now I understand. And Fab Daddy says no fuzzy maths. Yeah, that was really fuzzy math. The drug company does not pay you for the drugs you buy. That's incorrect. Whoever told you that is lying to your face. Drug companies are there to make money, not spend money. 700% is not a possible number. I never heard him say that. I heard you say that. You can only have 100% of a thing. Anything over that is not a percentage. Aaron says, I thought after a percent amount, the cancer charity kicks in, or is that only kids? It's if you're in that program. You have to be a part of that program, whatever program we're talking about that does that. It isn't for everybody. Some people just get waylaid with costs. There are charities that will help at a certain, like a deductible. Like you pay a certain amount and they'll match it, or they'll pay a certain amount. But you have to apply and be accepted into those programs.
I think maybe what Aaron is thinking about is St. Jude's.
St. Jude's,
is
yeah.
all children's.
Yeah, but you have to go to that hospital to get that.
Well, yes, but St. Jude's, they pay for the housing and the food costs for the parents, and you don't have to pay them a dime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, St. Jude's is 100% free to the children.
Yeah, but you still have to get accepted. You don't just show up.
I mean, yes, you have to be referred there, but yes, it's they don't not accept cancer patients.
Well, that's cool.
That's
a wonderful thing to have.
They put the parents up in a little apartment and pay for food and travel expenses and the whole 9 yards. One of my meds went from over $1,300 a month to $1,000 a month now.
You ever wonder what the word hospital means, where it comes from?
What?
That was a question.
I'm asking what?
Well, you owe the hospitals that we have to the Knights Templar, which had an offshoot called the Hospitalers. And the word is a Greek word which means to care for. And they started the modern system that we call hospitals, where you have people set up to help people in a community. And it comes from the Knights Templar, just so you know. And there's still organizations today called the Hospitalers. They're just secret. Aaron says, hit that like button, everybody. Fab Daddy says that's approximately a 20% drop in price. What is?
My $1,300 to $1,000.
Right. Well, that is 20% of $1,300. Yes. Approximately. But that's not 700%. See how percentages work? You can only have 100% of a thing. The price is 100% the price. If you get a discount, it goes down from there, not up. Smiley face. Back at you. I'm working. I was just talking to you. I can't switch devices. Mabel says, Aaron. Aaron says, oh, dang, Fab. Fab's on it.
On one med, do you know how many people take that one med in this country?
A lot.
Yeah.
Judy says 2.65 here.
265.
Amen. I don't know what that means.
Gas.
Oh, gas price. Yeah. It's been jumping between 258 and 278 in this area for the past couple of weeks. And I'm guessing it's going to end up on the lower end of that. I hope it goes down even more. The last time Trump was president, when he left office, gas was $1.50. $1.50. Amy says, my son gets a grant that covers his meds. Insurance pays for his treatments. Nice. I'm working on a situation like that right now. Trying to get my treatments taken care of. Aaron says, you tell Vic, don't make me come bring him back. Vic is watched over, believe me. He's in our prayers. Amy says, Danny Thomas Children's Hospital. I don't know where that's at.
It's got to be up there in her area.
Anybody that takes care of children are doing God's work. It's all over the Bible. And that's one of his commandments. Take care of the widows and the orphans and the children. Aaron says, I think it's terminal. You think what's terminal?
For them to get into them hospitals.
No, yeah, definitely. You have to be dying to get into that kind of hospital, but you still have to go through a screening process, and they have to accept you. You have to apply and be accepted to get into those hospitals. They don't just take anybody. But they do have to be dying. Yeah, Make-A-Wish too. You can apply for that also.
Yeah, Make-A-Wish is different than the hospitals, though.
Yeah, that's just a charity.
Well, Make-A-Wish makes sure that the dying children do everything that they want to do before they die.
Yeah. Kevin says, I'm calling it a night. Good night, everybody. Kevin, God bless you, my friend. Thank you for being here on a short notice. I appreciate you very much. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.
And Make-A-Wish is different.
Aaron says, you're right.
Good night, Kevin.
Aaron says, hospitality to care for. Basically, yeah.
Hospitality.
Hospitality, yes. Amy says, the Children's Hospital in Indianapolis, Riley's, has a Ronald McDonald House for families of sick kids to stay. Peyton Manning was a huge contributor to Riley's. Yes, I've stayed in a Ronald McDonald House before. That's a good organization, and they always provide a bed. It's not the best living in the world, but it's a bed. It's warm, it's safe, it's clean. And they're in just about every town or every major town you go to. That is a good organization. Also for women who are battered or escaping something, or people that leave in cults. They provide a place for you to be. It's a good organization. I wish there was more people like that in the world. Who knows? Maybe we can reach some kind of plateau here on the channel and start something like that. That'd be lovely. If we ever make it, that's what we're going to do with it. Judy says, Danny Thomas Hospital in St. Jude's. Don't St. Jude's have a St. Jude's Hospital? Isn't that a thing?
Yes. St. Jude's is in Florida.
Amy says St. Jude's. Danny Thomas, Wendy's founder. Oh, okay. Debbie says it would be nice if the tariffs actually can replace income taxes. That's what it was intended to be originally. If you read the documents of the founding fathers, that's what the setup was. They designed the country to run on 100% tariffs. There were no income taxes until the war, the Civil War. Then they tariffed everybody in the country. And then they kept that. And then the next war, they doubled it. And then the next war, they doubled it again. And now everybody pays income taxes. You go back and look, that was never part of the plan. It's not in the Constitution. It's not the way the government was set up. We were supposed to fund the government 100% on tariffs, trading with other countries. So that's what Trump is directing us to be, trying to get us back to the way we were actually designed to run. I don't know if it can work in today's society, but it's worth a try. Maybe. If everybody plays fair and everybody don't pitch a fit and do a bunch of screwball stuff and everybody does their part, I don't see why it shouldn't work. We pay them, they pay us, everybody's happy. The problem is we've been paying them and they hadn't been paying us for years. Democrats just let that go. Trump is the first and only president that has made the UN pay their fair share ever. And while he was president the first time, billions of dollars came into the country because he made them pay their fair share. And they didn't like it, but they paid it. Now, I'll ask you, do you care if they pay their share, or do you care if they might not like our president? Which is more important to you? I don't care if they don't like our president. I didn't vote for him to have him go out and make people like him. I voted for him to make changes that needed to be made and stick to it. Maybe if liking the president is what you're worried about, maybe you've got your priorities in the wrong place. I'm just saying. Judy says, bye, Kevin. Bye, Kevin. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you for everything. Amy says, pinch poke, Judy. I think somebody owes you a Coke. Mabel says, hang on, my chat jumped.
10:35.
Mabel says, Aaron, I will tell him. Sorry, I will let him know. Heart, thank you. It will mean a lot to him, too. I know it will. And Mabel says, sorry, I'm not seeing chats. Multitasking, but I'm listening. Just behind and chat along with Jake. That's all right. As long as you're here, that's all that matters. I'm about ready to go to bed myself. Debbie says, the movie about the Make-A-Wish Foundation was good, and if I remember correctly, a police officer started it. Maybe. Aaron says, YMCA helps too. I used to work there. Yeah, YMCA is a good organization also. Judy says, no, Amy. Dave Thomas founded Wendy's. Danny Thomas was an actor. There you go. Fab Daddy says, if you never heard Trump say drug prices are down 300, 500, 700%, maybe you shouldn't have a political show. He said multiple times. Well, Fab Daddy, I will defer you to the amount of times each of us gets details wrong as to who should have a political show. I don't typically get details wrong. And I should have a political show because I designed one and I run one.
And I watch Trump all the time, and I ain't never seen him say that. But if you stop and think about how much the prices are jacked up from the pharmacy, from the pharmaceutical company to the pharmacist to the insurance company to you, you're probably looking at anywhere between 300 to 700% of price increase. I mean, I'm just saying.
I will be glad to review whatever video you decide to put in my face. We have a group chat. go ahead and drop your video in the group chat showing me that he said that. I will review it and get back to you. No? Aaron says, Amy says, that's what I meant. I just want a Frosty.
Y'all ever ate a chocolate Frosty with Wendy's fries? Dip the fries in the Frosty?
No.
It's good.
Aaron says, Frosty is great. I've never had one.
You never had a Wendy's Frosty?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's right. You've never had Wendy's chili either.
I don't eat at Wendy's. Aaron says, Amy, have you had the orange one? I, however, can make an orange Julius. Do you know what that is? Amy says, that was snarky, LOL. We rarely talk politics on Politics Night. That's true. And Fab Daddy's throwing haymakers over there because he knows he's in the wrong. And that's usually the only way a Democrat can win an argument is to insult and hurt somebody's feelings. Problem is my feelings are made of iron. You can't hurt me. And also, I'm right, so you can't win the argument. So what are we left with? You're either my friend or you're not. You keep throwing shots at me like that, I'm going to start thinking you don't care that much for me. And that's going to make me not care very much for you. I mean, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, you certainly can. But I defer you to past experiences with people who have went down that rabbit hole. They don't come back.
Fab, we've been through this before. If you're going to post something to try to prove your point, how about saying it correctly to begin with? Trump was being hyperbolic. He said, we're going to get him down 30, 60, 100%. No, we're going to get him down 1,000, 700, 600, 300.
Yeah, so what you're saying is you took a joke and ran with it.
Exactly.
Like he meant it.
Because a CNN and talking point.
Yeah, because you don't actually listen to him talking. You listen to CNN talking about him talking.
Nice try, Fab. Let's get him saying it legitimately or in a tweet or something like that and not being hyperbolic.
How about at the Resolute desk where you make decisions?
Yeah.
Not in a tweet running your mouth. That's not president. That's Donald Trump. You understand the difference?
If you do not know, the stuff that Trump says now, most of the time is just to get people stirred up and going and to see what kind of rise he'll get out of people. You have an issue.
Yeah, and do you not understand that there's a difference between making a statement and signing a bill into law? You get that right. Not everything the person says is a presidential act. Trump has not said anything about 700% of a price in a presidential setting that changes how anything works.
That he's being legitimate about.
I haven't heard the joke that you're referring to, but I could hear him saying it.
He just put a thing in the chat, and I went and looked at it, and the first thing out of Trump's mouth was, no, we're not going to lower it 30, 60, 100%. We're going to lower it 1,000, 700, 600 to 300%.
Yeah.
He said because the drug prices are out of control.
So,
hyperbolic.
We're gonna and we have are two different things. Now, the first thing you told me is that he said he had done that. That's what your text says. Didn't you hear Trump said he did such and such? No, I haven't. Maybe I should have a political show. Maybe I'd learn then, right?
Maybe I shouldn't scroll through hours and hours and hours of video or White House press secretary conferences or the White House page or anything else to figure out all the information that I figure out all week long.
And listening to Congress, and when she distills it down, then I watch it. Yeah, we know what we're talking about, Fab Daddy. This isn't CNN. We don't say things unless it actually happened. Aaron's like,
yeah, his exact comment was, Trump says drug prices are down 300, 500, 700%.
Yeah, are down, not we're going to bring them down.
Yeah.
Those are two different statements. Trump never said they are down. He said they're going to bring them down, and he used a hyperbolic number.
He might have said it. Okay, he said it hyperbolically. You got to take the whole thing in context, not just that 10-second clip where somebody clipped it and tried to make it look like he said that. Listen to the whole conference. That it's not what he said in that meeting. I remember that meeting. I watched it twice.
Amy says, that's what I meant. I just want a Frosty. I feel like I read that. Orange ones, got that. Snarky, got that. Here we go. Danny Thomas is the founder of St. Jude's, says Judy. And Amanda says,
Fab, by the time you get the medicines, you have no clue what percentage they have marked up the prices.
True. Fab Daddy says, I used to, but Jake doesn't watch enough to be fully informed. Fab Daddy, when I'm asleep and drool is falling off of my chin, I am more informed than you will ever be in your entire life. Don't you ever match wits with me. I will crush you and shred you to little bits and spit you out a husk of bone fragments. Do you understand that? You can't match wits with me on anything at all. How dare you come into my house and insult me to my face? You don't know what you're talking about. You're barely a coherent human being. Barely. If you moved out of California, you might get a little fresh air and spark a brain cell. But until you do, watch who you're talking to and how you're talking. I'm not informed. I know more about more than you can even conceive of. And I'm still wrong half the time. What does that say about you? Debbie says the founder of Wednesdays is Dave Thomas. Yes, he has a little girl with pigtails.
Oh, my God. Fab, you must be out of weed or something, man.
Must be.
Ad
hominem.
No, he's a pedo-protecting president, but everything that they've pulled out from the Epstein files goes against the Democrats and not Trump. It's just proved Trump's innocence more and more.
I bet he thinks that AI image of Trump blowing Bill Clinton is real.
I'm done with this conversation. Let's get through the chat.
Amy says, no, the orange creamsicle Frosty. I had one years ago. It was great. Nice. Orange creamsicle.
Yes.
That's kind of like an orange Julius, except it's not a Frosty.
I do most of the watching and have not seen him say that we were down that much, so show me.
Fab Daddy says, I will. Here's a video. Out of context and underperformed.
And clipped.
And clipped. Fab Daddy says, one example. I need to find the one from last week before he flew to Florida for Thanksgiving. Yeah, try not looking at CNN. You might find that you're wrong. Because they clip and edit and rearrange videos too. Amy says, Trump is a troll king. Yeah, that's the problem. Democrats still haven't figured that out yet. They still can't wrap their head around the fact that he's smarter than they are. And he knows how to use it.
And he's a smart ass and he likes to throw jokes and it just eats their shit.
Every time. And they fall for it every time, too. Half of the conversations I have with the other side is about something he said in jest. And they just don't get it. That's what he said last week. Yeah, he might have said something last week. He did not say it happened. I said that when you said that. I've never heard him say that it happened is what I responded to. He hasn't. Walter Davis says, Fab, why you hold Trump to task, but when voting Democrat who haven't delivered in your lifetime? Yeah, man. That's a good question.
Oh, wow.
Amy says, hey, Walter. And Fab Daddy says, Walter, you don't know how I vote. I kind of think we do. Either you didn't vote at all or you vote Democrat.
And if he didn't vote at all, he ain't got no dog in this race.
Right. Fab Daddy says, all I said was, yeah, you said Trump said something, but he didn't. He said he was going to do something. He didn't say he did anything. All I said was I will never vote for the loser Trump. Hey, that's your prerogative. While your state crumbles and burns, we'll be over here having a good time. Enjoy. I'm sure we can handle it without you. Vote-wise, I mean.
And he can't win on the percentage thing now. He's gone on the Epstein thing.
Yeah.
Which Trump said to release because he had nothing to hide. Trump never called it a hoax.
You know, Trump worked as an informant for the FBI and got him arrested in the first place. That's how we have the Epstein thing in the first place. If it not been for Trump, you wouldn't know that name. He would have got away with it. Trump is the reason you know about Epstein.
But yet the deeper they dig, the more and more Democrats that keep coming to light. Oh, including Jimmy Fallon.
And this new picture of Trump unbuttoning Bill Clinton's pants to give him a blowjob that came out this year after 9 years of them crawling up his ass for everything they could find. They just happened to show this video or this picture today. Yeah, come on. Also, after AI has started reliably recreating pictures like that. There's a video of all the Star Trek characters singing a song on YouTube. You should check that out. It's real. And by the way, Fab Daddy, Trump won president 3 times in a row. Proved. He's a loser? Between you and Trump, one of you's a billionaire, but he's a loser. Yeah, and president, but he's a loser. And married to a supermodel, but he's a loser. Yeah. I think your priorities are out of whack there, buddy. You might think a little highly of yourself. Maybe cloud 9 ain't where you're supposed to be all the time. I'm just saying. Debbie says Trump's 700% price drop is because of the new prices from the old prices. The new negotiated prices are so much lower. Like an old price is 100 and the new negotiated price is 10.
Then you get a savings of 10, so it's mathematically correct to assume there could be a 700% decrease.
How about that?
Math went mathin', didn't it?
So, mathematically it's correct, even though he never said that he was going to do that. Or that he had done that. He said he was going to do it. And yet you can see evidence that it has happened. But you say he did something wrong by saying that? What? What's the argument here? I don't understand. Walter says, you're right, Fab. Ralph Nader? Question mark. Fab Daddy says, he is a pedo-protecting president. Really? How do you know that? What has he done that has protected a pedophile?
Throw him out of Mar-a-Lago, get a restraining order from him, work for the FBI and the CIA to have him arrested and to get him caught, testify against him.
Endure 9 years of probes from all the pedophiles.
And now everybody's saying that he's involved in it, and the more they release, the more it shows he wasn't involved in it.
And then he tries to tell you that it's a hoax, that you'll never get the Epstein files, because if there was ever a name on a list anywhere, it's long since been deleted when it was for 10 years in the Democrat stronghold in the FBI headquarters in New York City.
Or the whole room full of hidden files from the Epstein case that had been locked away and tried to get hidden that they found when they got into the FBI.
But you just won't listen because he's a loser, right? Amy says ad hominem comments are not proof. They're unproof.
Unproductive.
Unproductive. Yeah, and not proof. Judy says, Debbie, look it up. What are we looking up? Look what up? Amy says, Fab, stop it. Fake accusations about child sexual assault are disgusting, and it's a slap in the face of those of us that were actual victims of that horrible crime. And Debbie says, get a saving off the $10 so it's mathematically correct. Assume there are there could be a 700% decrease.
That
You
went
read
with
that?
the-
Yeah. Walter says the Federal District of New York judges appointed by Obama and Biden sealed the Epstein files, not Trump. Now that Congress has passed a law opening the files, it has to go back to the same court to be opened.
Do you realize that the Democratic judges are the ones that blocked the Epstein files from being released to begin with after Trump said to release the files?
Yeah, every time Trump has tried to send those files out, they get blocked by you know who, the Democrats, not the Republicans.
Because the Democrats know that they're implicated in there a lot more than Trump ever
Yes.
thought about being. And Trump did not pay the DOJ $851,000 to scrub Epstein files when the Democrats had it for 9 years.
Fab Daddy says he called the Epstein a hoax. It is a hoax. It's a hoax against him. I told you weeks ago, and I'll tell you again, you will never, ever, not in a million years, ever see any names that are valuable from that list. At the best, a couple of mid players will go down and get put in prison for some random bullshit that is mildly associated with the Epstein files, and that'll be enough to satiate people to get them off the scent. Nobody of import is going to jail over this. Not one big name will ever come out. They have long since destroyed that evidence, if there ever was any. You understand? Epstein is a character. The evil has been here for thousands of years. Jimmy Savile was doing it over in Britain. Same character. When Epstein is gone, a new character will take his place, and it'll continue because that evil exists in our world. It is the seedy underbelly of all things power. It will always be here, and the players will always be the same. But the main guy, the Epstein, is just a face. He's not the evil. He's just the face of the evil. Do you understand? It is a hoax. Debbie says, Fab, what the Democrats were saying about Trump is the hoax. Pull your head out of your ass. Fab Daddy says, sure. That is what I call Trump derangement syndrome.
No,
or
Trump delusional
sycophant. Oh, clever. Did you think about that yourself?
No, he didn't.
No, you didn't. I didn't think you did. Amy says, none of the Dems were worried about Epstein during the Biden administration. Never mentioned his name.
They implemented all of them.
Yeah, this is when a person with common sense would know that they've been defeated and back away gracefully. I somehow doubt you're going to see it, but I'm trying to give you the heads up now. Your argument has been defeated. You are not making the point you think you're making. The grand slam that you see in your head is a wiffle ball bat to your toes in reality. Understand?
Biden didn't control anything, Fab Daddy. Biden couldn't even control himself or his cognitive. Oh, Lord. I'm done. Go through the chat, please.
Stop with the I'm done stuff. You're here to talk. That's why we're here. You can be done. This is your job. Yes. Take a breath and come back to it like an adult. Walter Davis says, he said the flight logs were a hoax. Biden administration had everything for 4 years. All the hoax charges that were found to be false from Biden. Amy says, would not surprise me if the evidence was destroyed by AutoPen.
Yeah, he couldn't even sign his own name, let alone control anything.
That's why people are going to jail right now this week.
And all the pardons and everything are being withdrawn.
Yes, because all of it was done by a retard. Walter says, anything Biden and company had for 4 years is corrupted. I agree. Amy says, I agree, Walter. Debbie says, Judy, I did look it up. On the government website, the pharmaceutical prices were negotiated down. Now what they are allowed to charge is lower. Agreed. Fab Daddy says, Trump had the DOJ earn $851,000 of overtime hours scrubbing the Epstein files in March. Really? Would you like to prove that, or are you just throwing out shit you think makes sense? I was here in March. There was no mention of anything like that. Well, what are you pointing to? Are you talking about Doge? Because nobody has scrubbed the Epstein files except the Democrats, who had them for 10 years in burn boxes and in skiffs. They were pouring through them for 10 years to remove any name that could associate back to any of their leaders. You understand that? You understand why the FBI redacts files? Do you know how that happens? They have old computers. They do everything on paper. They have people physically read and redact with black magic marker. When Trump got those files, they were already redacted. Does that tell you anything? Who did it? Who did the redacting? Democrats. Debbie says, Fab, Biden had them for 4 years. Why would Trump scrub them? Right. Why come they didn't arrest Trump immediately during the 4 years Biden was in office if he was such a bad guy and they had proof of it? Do you think Trump took the Epstein files with him when he left office? You think that's what they got when they raided Mar-a-Lago? Can I get another cup of coffee, please? You just calm your little ass down, young lady. Walter says, I hate to say it, but God has a plan, and we will go through whatever we deserve, and we deserve a real hard time as a society. I don't disagree with you, Walter. Fab Daddy says, because Pam Bondi is Trump's biatch. Well, actually, Trump is not very happy with Pam Bondi currently because she's a big mouth. She's made a few mistakes that has cost the team because she fell for the Democrats' little traps. She fell for it, and she should have been smarter than that, but she wasn't, and she got out there and said some things she shouldn't have said, and that cost Trump politically because of Pam Bondi, not because of Trump. So Trump ain't very happy with that whole setup right now. So you are just reaching for straws, my friend. Actually, Trump's on your side in this instance. Amy says, driving home. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. I can't dangle Willie loosely today. No phone is shut off. It only works on Wi-Fi. I got it. I understand. I love you, Amy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Amanda says, good night, Amy. Be safe. And Walter says, good night, all. God bless, Walter. God bless you, my friend. Thank you for dropping by. Fab Daddy says, Biden didn't control the DOJ like Trump. Really? I wonder why.
Couldn't control nothing.
Do you hear what you're saying? Biden didn't control his DOJ like Trump controls his DOJ. Why do you reckon that is? What do you think that means? Trump is controlling the DOJ. That's a good thing. That means that he's the president and he has control of his team. Biden was a absentee landlord and everybody was running roughshod whatever they wanted to do, signing his name to all kinds of shit. And he was none the wiser. That's not the own you think it is. Amanda says, good night, Walter. Judy says, look at your chat, Debbie. That's not what I'm talking about. There's something different. Fab Daddy says, tell that to the ex-prince who lost his title. Well, if he wasn't a pedophile, he wouldn't have lost his title. Dingbat. Why do you think he lost his title?
He deserved to lose everything that he lost.
Do you know anything about the royal family and how they operate? How you get a title in the first place and what you do to keep it? Don't think you understand the whole world. If I was you, I wouldn't talk about things you don't understand. It makes you look moronic. Amanda says,
because he was messing with young girls. Come on, he did it to himself.
he sure did.
I'm glad he lost everything, and he really didn't lose nothing. I mean, he's out in the other big house and doesn't get all the funds and stuff. Oh, boo hoo!
He's still a royal family.
Lost a title.
And in a couple years, he'll get another one.
He should have lost his freedom.
Yep, he didn't get arrested, so there's that. Debbie says, then I missed it, Judy. Sorry. It's probably in the group chat or in your private chat. Judy says, bye, Amy. Fab Daddy says, message retracted. Well, I can't read it if you retract it. Probably a smart move, though. Fab Daddy says, Trump delusional sycophant is my own twist of TDS. Oh, yeah, but it's not yours because you didn't make it up. You're just copying somebody that's cooler than you. They're cooler than you because they can deliver lines like that with accuracy that makes them look cool. It didn't work. I'm sorry. But bravo for trying. Judy says, bye, Walter. Amanda says,
I can't post. I kept trying to post something. I posted 11 times and it wouldn't post.
what are you trying to post?
I said it.
You said it?
He should have lost everything that he got.
Got it.
He should. I'm glad.
I think somebody's watching our channel, probably a Democrat in the YouTube offices, trying to keep us from saying things that hurt their feelings. They're not going to shut me up, though. I don't type, I speak. Judy says, Debbie, smiley face. And Amanda says,
Nighters all. See y'all tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Untethered Live for Chill Stream.
and
Much love, y'all.
That's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. I love each and every one of you, even you, Fab Daddy. Have a great night. God bless you all. I'll see you tomorrow night for some Untethered Live chill streaming. Thank you for being here. God bless you, and thanks for watching.
Good night, y'all.